All right, Shalom. Shalom to your elected visitor, whoever you might be out there. This is brothers from the GMS Denver camp. Connect you with another lesson to sit down. Before we start, I want to give all praise, all honor, all glory unto
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Bahasham,
Yahushua,
Yahushai,
Yahushua,
Kodesh.
double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who teach and who rule well, who taught us this truth through the power and spirit of Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai. The topic of this lesson is going to be in regards to end time prophecy, all right? And in specific, the downfall of Esau's kingdom, because that's what we're looking forward to. And that's what the Lord is bringing here in these last days. So we're going to start off with 2nd Ezra chapter 6, starting at verse 7.
It was 2nd 6 and 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the part in the sunder of the times, or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the hill of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
All right, so there you go. Esau is the end of the world, man. The world being this current society, this age. We're at the end of an age. This is big news, man. All right. Esau is the last ruler before the return of our Lord Yahweh Shai. And before the kingdom of heaven is established on the earth, Esau has to go down. And that's all throughout the scriptures, man. Esau is the end of the world, man, showing you that the so-called white man is indeed Esau. He's falling as we speak. This society is crumbling. It's going to go out with a bang at the end. You got something?
You got Daniel 2?
Yeah, I got that. You want to get it?
I got it.
All right.
It's Daniel chapter 2, verse 44. That's what he's doing there.
Let's see what else. Go ahead.
Daniel 2 and 4.
Hold on. Start at 41.
41. Daniel 2 and 41. It says, and whereas thou sawest the feet and toes, part of potter's clay and part of iron, the kingdom shall be divided, but there shall be in it the strength of the iron. For as much as thou sawest the iron mixed with miry clay. And that's going into what, man? When you see these nations, they're trying to come together, but they're not meshing.
Right.
You see, but they have great military might. But you see, when it comes to whose purpose is gonna be first and so forth and so on, we see they're not on the same accord. And that's why you have so much tension in the earth between the nations. And in the midst of all of that, these nations are doing what? They're getting more mighty militarily by what? Increasing their nuclear arsenals. They're coming up with new fucking weapon systems, new vehicles. Just saw the other day, Russia just came up with a fucking Poseidon missile that can cause tsunamis. You see? So that's what's going on with these different militaries and these different nations in the earth, especially when it comes to the beast system, man. When it comes to Esau's power structure, that shit is crumbling, you know? So it goes on to say, verse 42, and as the toes of the feet were part of iron and part of clay, so the kingdom shall be partly strong and partly broken. And whereas thou sawest iron mixed with miry clay, they shall mingle themselves with the seed of men, but they shall not cleave one to another, even as iron is not mixed with clay. So these nations are not meshing, man, and that's how the Most High wants it. You see, it's constant clashes even between Esau's beast system allies, man. You see, they're clashing, and it's all to do what? Fulfill prophecy. You got Trump coming back in the mix, talking about hey, if NATO don't pay their bill, we're not going to defend NATO. What's that? That's that iron, not that iron and clay not mixing. You see?
Also, that clay goes into debt too.
Verse 44 says what? And in the days of these kings shall the power of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed, and the kingdom shall not be left to other people, because the kingdom of heaven is for the Israelites, and the Israelites only to rule in. But it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand fast forever. And that fulfills what we just read in 2nd Ezra chapter 7. You see? Chapter 6. Esau being the end of the world and Jacob being the beginning of their follow. And that's spearheaded by who? Our Lord Yahweh Shai. That's how Jacob receives his blessing. You see, through the only begotten Son of the Almighty God Yahweh. Verse 45, for as much as thou sawest that the stone was cut out of the mountain with our hands, and that it break in pieces the iron, the brass, the clay, the silver, and the gold, the great power have made known to the king what shall come to pass hereafter. And the dream is certain, and the interpretation thereof sure. And it's a guarantee it's gonna happen. You see? And that's why our hope lies, man. That's why I say what? It's bigger than Babylon the Great. We have something greater coming, man, according to what the Most High has promised. You got it, bro.
Con. So yeah, that's the point. You know what I'm saying? It's happening right now. It's being illustrated right now. The kingdom is on the way. Like we said, this place got to go down. And where I get the Genesis 25.
25 and 19.
Con.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 25, verse 19. And these are the generations of Isaac, Abraham's son. Abraham begat Isaac, and Isaac was 45 years old when he took Rebekah to wife. Is that right? Is that it?
It was 40.
25, 19?
That's it.
I thought it was 40. Is it 45?
40 years old.
40 years old.
Con.
And Isaac was 40 years old when he took Rebekah to wife, the daughter of Bethuel, the Syrian of Dedan, Aram, the sister to Laban, the Syrian. And Isaac entreated the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yashai for his wife, because she was barren. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yashai was entreated of him, and Rebekah his wife conceived. And the children struggled together within her. And she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem
I'm
Yashai.
stop right there really quick. So this is describing these two nations that were within Rebekah's womb, all right? Esau and Jacob, they were both fighting, all right, for dominance, all right? And it's like that right now on the earth. We're both fighting. These two nations are both clashing for dominance. But we understand that through the scriptures, through prophecy, that we're going to prevail. You see that Jacob being the Israelites.
And why is it this way? Can anybody answer that? Why is it playing out this way?
Because it's prophecy, it's his will.
All
From the
right.
beginning.
And that's for all the people. Why would God create a nation just to destroy them? Why would he create all these cultures on the earth just to destroy them and not allow them to be a part of the kingdom of heaven? Because it's the Most High's will. The Most High can do whatever the fuck he wants to do.
This is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yashai flexing his power.
And that's what you mortals are going to come to realize, man. That you have no fucking say-so in the matter. You are subject to his will. You are subject to his counsel. You see? The Most High bends you however he wants to bend you. He does with you whatever he wants to do with you. Why? Because he's the Almighty. He don't answer to no fucking body. He don't have to answer to you. And that's what you people are going to realize when this time of judgment opens up, man. Because that time is fastly approaching for all you proud-ass, arrogant mortals down here on this earth. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is going to show you why he's earned the title of Alashadra, man. You see? You got it, bro. Oh, my bad.
Verse 23. And the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yashai said unto her, two nations are in thy womb, and two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger.
All right, stop right there. So there you go. Two manner of people. All right. Esau is the complete opposite of Jacob. You know what I'm saying? You see, Esau likes his meat red and bloody. All right.
So you get tapeworms.
You know what I'm saying? Everything he does is against the will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All right.
So you got Romans 9.
No. Oh, you know what? Go ahead.
This is Romans 9 and 11. It says, for the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil, that the purpose of the Most High according to election might stand, not of works, but of him that calleth. You see, it's the Most High's will. Let me get that in the NLT real quick. Bubba can shut.
Yeah, I'm going to read under the floor.
Damn, where you at? Where you at? Romans
chapter. Yep.
9 and 11 and the NLT.
Yeah, man. This is prophecy playing out. Esau going down, man.
Romans 9 and 11, NLT. But before they were born, before they had done anything good or bad, she received a message from the Most High. This message shows that the Most High chooses people according to his own purposes. This is why. You see? It's because the Most High wanted to.
God.
It's that simple.
He used Esau to show us what a wicked rulership looks like. And we see it, man. We suffering, man. It's time for the kingdom. He just used his ass as an example.
Can I jump to 21?
Hey, go ahead.
Romans 9:21. Have not the potter power over the clay of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor and another unto dishonor? What if the Most High, willing to show his wrath and to make his power known, endured with much long suffering the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction? And that's all it is. The only reason the so-called white race has been created was for them to come into the immense power that the most powerful, nations on the earth, just so the Most High can cast them down. That's the only reason. That's the only reason. You see? He's not special. The Most High made him this way. He's built Esau up, especially Esau, B system, Babylon, NATO, and the EU. The Most High has built this thing up and allowed it to be so great, greater than any other empire that ever graced the earth, just so he can throw it down. Just like you see a kid build up a tower of blocks.
Yeah.
You see as high as he can build it. And what does he do? Run through the shit.
Yeah.
Why? Because he can do that. He's in control. That's what he wanted to do with his creation. And that's what the Most High decided to do with Esau. While everybody's in the uproar because we're telling you the truth of what's going to happen to this nation of people. The entire nation, the entire family tree of Esau Edom is going to be plucked up and uprooted out of the earth as if it never existed. Why? Because the Most High wants to show you that he's in control, that he has the power, man. And no one else has any say so in the matter. And it's just that fucking simple.
You can't sidestep prophecy.
Can't.
Hey, Kyle, you guys have anything?
No, I do. This is First Peter 4 and verse 6. It says, For this cause was the gospel preached also to them that are dead, that they might be judged according to men in the flesh, but living according to Yahweh through the Son Yahushua in the Spirit. But the end of all things is at hand. Be ye therefore sober and watch unto prayer. And above all things, have fervent charity among yourselves, for charity shall cover the multitude of sins.
So yeah, go ahead and break it down, huh?
Well, that's the spirit that we've got to be in now, that we're in these times. The gospel's going out to condemn those that reject it and for the sealing of those that believe. But with that comes the judgment, I got a little more right here. It says in verse 14, it says, If ye be reproached for the name of Hamashiach, happy are ye, for the spirit of glory and of power resteth upon you. On their part, he is evil spoken of, but on your part, he is glorified. So just like Romans 9 and 13, the Lord loves Jacob and hates Esau. So having that understanding, we understand why Esau's all fucked up right now, because he's about to go into a brutal ass captivity. We're praising the Lord because we're about to receive everything. It says, but last one, but let none of you suffer as a murderer, or as a thief, or as an evildoer, or as a busybody in other men's matters. So we got to be focused, you know what I'm saying? Directed on this path, on this walk, and let no man take your crown. If you don't mind, I'm going to grab one more from a different chapter. It says in Jeremiah 11 and 20, but O Yahweh of hosts that judges righteously, and that's one thing you got to remember, understanding this, that the Lord is just, he's righteous. So anyone he puts to death, he's not wrong for doing so. It says, that trieth the reins and the heart, let me see thy vengeance on them, for unto thee have I revealed my cause. Through what? Through the prophet. But that's why it's all happening, for prophecy's sake. The prophet said it would come because the Lord said through the prophets it would. And here it is.
Yep. All the way in the Old Testament. All right. Hey, Shabbat, you got something?
You call them.
Oh, Salaki,
Yeah.
you call?
Yeah, hold on. Okay. I was gonna say, make mention of in the Antiquities of the Jews, the Josephus Flavius. He even notes in there that even Adam knew the world would be judged by water and fire, because it goes back that far. That even in the very beginning, there knew there was a judgment of water and fire. The holy men back then, even in the beginning, knew these things, you know, like we know them now. But we know them more now because these are being revealed.
Because what is that? That the most I tell you that in Isaiah. Matter of fact, let me grab that real quick, just to prove that brother's point. This is Isaiah chapter 46 and 8. It says, "Remember this and show yourselves men. Bring it again to mind, O ye transgressors. Remember the former things of old, for I am the Most High, and there is none else. I am the Most High, and there is none like me, declaring the end from the beginning, and from ancient times, the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure." So the first death and the second death were already declared from the beginning. You see, the Most High's will was already done from the beginning, and it's just playing out now. You see, and nothing can alter it, nothing can change it. Everyone is subject to it. And guess what? Everyone is subject to the reward they're going to receive at the second coming of our Lord, whether that be a reward unto salvation or a reward unto destruction. It was already declared from the beginning who was going to make it and who wasn't going to make it. That's why the elect is what? Preordained, foreordained, foreknown. Because it was already declared the souls of Israel that were going to be saved and the souls of Israel that were going to be condemned from the beginning. Whether that was your ass got caught in that flood and your ass going to get caught in the fire. It's already decided. And no one has any say-so in the matter, man. We just hoping that we make it.
Right. It's decided that Esau will be taken down in these last days. And those of you that are keep gunning Esau, you're going to go down with him in that fire.
He got an attitude because the Most High chose what he wanted to do.
You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, down here on the earth, pissed.
Hey, you call?
Yeah, this is 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 9. For power saved us and called us to live a holy life. He did this not because we deserve it, but because that was his plan from before the beginning of time, to show us his grace through Hamashiach Yahushai. So going back to, he chose us, the elect, his people, from the beginning of time. He ordained us.
That's right. It's time for us to rule, man, when Yahweh shall return. Esau got to go down, man.
And niggas can't grip that. Niggas can't wrap their mind around your fate was decided before you was even created. Before you were even brought into existence by Yahweh Shai, it was already decided what that spirit was going to fulfill according to the Most High's will.
It's like you got a movie director. We always use that analogy. He chooses the actors for certain roles.
The script is already written. He just calls the people that he wants to play the parts. Here's the script. Stick to it. You can't go off script and try to fucking improvise.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't got that type of power.
And in this part of the movie, Esau's going down. You can't rewrite the script, man.
That's right.
All right.
That's why the elite, they're not controlling nothing. They're actually doing what is commanded of them. You know, out of the same book, we get our commandments. They're doing what they said they would be doing. The Lord said what they would be doing.
And that's why I always say we are calling the play before Esau even runs, because we know what it's going to be, because the Most High revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets. We know exactly what's going to play out. Everybody is bewildered. We ask what's the end of America? I don't know. What's the market? I don't know. You know why? Because the Most High revealed it out to you.
Shit, they still voting.
That's what I'm saying. Niggas still out here talking about fucking Trump save us. And that's why I tell you, this has been hid for ages, but now here in the last time, it's been revealed unto his saints. And that's proof, as it tells you in Romans chapter 8. The Spirit bears witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High, because only the Most High's children, beginning with his elect, will have this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Going into that word mysterion, which goes into mystery, which tells you it's not this hasn't been bestowed upon ordinary mortals. It's been given to the initiated from the beginning.
I got two, Baba Kashaw, since you're speaking on it. You're two I'm holding. I'm gonna start off first in Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 5. Says, before I formed thee in the belly.
That's the spirit. That's the one I was holding. That's the spirit.
Oh, I love y'all about me. I was shy.
Salakia, brother.
I was just thinking, so like, I got a precept.
You good?
That's the spirit. Go ahead, bro.
It says, I knew thee, and before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee, and I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations.
Before that was formed.
You know?
Bishop, go ahead. You guys, break it down.
So yeah, man, he was telling Jeremiah, he's like, look, I already got your role prepared for you. You're gonna be a prophet, you're gonna speak my word, you're gonna rebuke these niggas, all right? And I'm gonna bring my judgment. You know what I'm saying? The same thing we're doing. He ordained us as prophets to come down here to the earth to rebuke these niggas, all right? You so-called Negroes, Latino, Native Americans, Suno Indians.
All y'all niggas.
You know what I'm saying?
But in the same sense, you got to understand, if he did that with the prophets, with the 144,000, do you not think he did that with Esau, Edom, the other nations, and the 2/3 of Israel? Of course he did.
It tells you the Most High is not a God of confusion. Everything is being put in order according to the Most High's will. Ain't nobody just out here just randomly doing their own fucking thing and running their own program. Nah, everybody's moving to the algorithm that the Most High put into your ass from the beginning. Esau was set up to be the wicked, and this is why we see the earth under his rulership in the condition that it's in. This is how the Most High wanted it under Esau. And then when Esau goes down, like the brothers going into, when Esau goes down and Yahweh Shai establishes the kingdom of heaven, righteousness is going to reign, because that's what the Most High programmed the Israelites to do on the planet Earth, and all the nations are going to love it. You see?
It's that time.
Then
Devil's got to go.
That's why he has the scientists, because the word science, it means to know, and in those laboratories, they're trying to see what the Lord will allow them to do so that they know what they're able to do. And that's why they're able to put people with the MOTD already, because that's something that the Lord's going to allow them to do, to tempt the world, to try the world for faith, which the elect, you know, they're already still once they believe, you know.
so this is Ephesians 1 and verse 9, and I'm going to read it out of the Good News Translation just to get you a better comprehension in this modern day English. So this is Ephesians 1 and 9. It reads, God did what he had proposed and made known to us the secret plan he had already decided to complete by means of Mashiach. This plan.
If I could say real quick, another point showing that Esau knows this also is on the back of the dollar. It says a new world order. When you read that in the actual line, it says that he has allowed their new world order, because they know that they're held back by the Lord's will too. There's only so much that anyone could do. They're not in more control of their life than we are. They're going by the will of outside.
Yeah, but the thing is with Esau, he ain't communicating with the Most High. He's communicating with Satan. And just like when the Most High sent that lion spirit down into the mouth of that king's prophets, who's that king? Ahab. He sent the spirit down, that lion spirit down to the mouth of Ahab's false prophets. He's doing the same thing to Esau. He has Esau down here deceiving his soothsayers and his astronomers and stargazers, telling them what? Oh, you're gonna be able to do this. You got it. You know what I'm saying? Right. They're receiving lying spirits from the left hand side, so they really think they're going to be able to do this. But we know and understand that according to the Most High's will, he's gonna what? He's not gonna allow his hands to fulfill that enterprise, man. You know, Esau's deceived. He's been in the trick bag.
Yeah.
Because what?
I got that. Go ahead.
That's a spirit. Because these devils really think they're gonna go into the bunkers and like the phoenix from the ashes, because that's their symbol for the new world order. That phoenix coming out of the ashes. Yeah. They're gonna be able to do this new world order under the vibration of Satan, and they've been greatly deceived, man. The pride of thine heart have deceived you. O thy dwellers in the cleft of the rocks.
Because they think in their mind they can sidestep prophecy.
Like they got because they
Oh.
think I am and there's none else beside me. They think they the most high. Nah, nigga.
It's already written.
We've got a couple more verses. Just
It says in the back of that dollar, though, just so I can make it clear, it says, he approves of the undertaking. So that's Anut Kopitis. You know,
Because
the
to an
Latin.
extent, he will get it off the ground. He
Sure.
knows that to an extent he will get it off the ground. When he brings the MOTB, we'll get to that too. But God.
well, let me get a couple more verses just to go on what we were talking about.
Let me grab this real quick.
Watching Yahshua's
The
purpose.
definition. Can y'all hear me?
The definition for what?
You there, Akshay?
Go ahead.
Hello?
Shabbat, go ahead.
Okay. Hey, just real quick, undertaking, because the brother brought up that word undertaking. I looked it up. It just says a formal pledge or promise to do something. So, you know, that's what you were just talking about with Esau. So
Yeah,
go ahead,
because-
you go ahead.
and it's been pledged and promised through Satan, according to the Most High's will, because he wants Esau to be in that deceived spirit. Esau is living in a state of fucking delusion, man. You see,
Yeah.
and it's all according to the Most High's will, but he's sitting that spirit down through Satan to deceive these devils, man.
God. So back in Ephesians 1 and verse 10 in the Good News Translation, it says, this plan, which God will complete when the time is right, is to bring all creation together, everything in heaven and on earth, with Mashiach as head. All things are done according to God's plan and decision. And God chose us to be his own people in union with Mashiach because of his own purpose based on what he had decided from the very beginning.
There you go. All right, predestination. All right, Esau's going down. We're in that time.
That's right.
All the signs are here.
That's right.
All right, what Deuteronomy 76 tells you that he put the Israelites above every nation on the face of the earth.
And he's chosen his king to sit up on his holy hill of Zion, man. And that was decided from the beginning. This day have I begotten thee, asking me now, and I will give the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. That was promised to Yahushua when he was first created. Who comes first, Yahushua or Esau? Yahushua does. So it was already set up, but it was like, I'm gonna have to play out this way though. I'm gonna create this nation of people, the most wicked motherfuckers that ever step on my creation known as earth. I'm gonna put it into their mind thinking that they're gonna do this new world order from the Satan. And I'm gonna have you come back and kick their ass. Y'all cool.
Hey, the Lord's dramatic,
Cool.
man.
You know what I'm saying? And it's so dramatic. He's made the entire world, especially you fucking niggas, love Esau to the point to where we're telling you that you have a kingdom coming according to our Father's will, and you niggas are trying to fight against it. That's how dramatic the Most High is.
Is that
He be a clash between the righteous and the wicked, including 2/3 of you niggas, man.
Second Ezra 4?
Another example of the Lord controlling Esau is when he shows himself in 2 Ezra 13, and it says that when they see him, they're afraid, but he
Yep.
puts the war in them to fight him.
To do what? To fulfill Revelation 12.
You're gonna play
Award in heaven. You can't do shit against this, Esau. You gotta do what the Most High said you gotta do. You can't do shit.
That's why even he does rituals, because like the brother said, you know, he's being deceived by Satan and these other demons. But that's what he's doing when he does the rituals. He's asking for the right to do certain things in the flesh, because he's being controlled too. You know what I'm saying?
Genesis 25?
Yeah.
God. So back in Genesis chapter 25 and verse 23, and Yahweh Shem Yahushai said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger.
All right, I'm gonna stop right there. The elder shall serve the younger. Esau was born first. He's gonna serve Jacob. We're coming into that. That's what we're trying to tell you. We're coming into that time being manifested where Esau gonna be serving us until he's exterminated. All right, go ahead.
And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, they were twins in her womb. And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau.
That's the so-called white man today.
And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob. And Isaac was 70 years old when she bare them.
I'm gonna stop right there. When it says that Jacob took hold of Esau's heel, that's symbolic. We're on the heel of this goddamn devil, man. We finna. All right. Well, when Yahweh Shah returns, should I say, he's gonna take Esau out of power, yank his ass down, and we gonna be set up underneath Yahweh Shah, man.
You know, because like when you yanking something, you pulling it back and you make yourself thrust forward, man. Esau ass is being taken out of the way, and Israel is gonna be thrust to the forefront forevermore, man.
That's right.
Oh, if you ever go swimming, if you pull somebody while you're swimming forward and you pull somebody back, man, you pull them back and you launch yourself forward, man.
Yep.
That's a perfect illustration of that.
God.
It says verse 27.
Yeah.
I guess that,
Yeah, go ahead.
it's just with what the brother Anna is reading, it says that one nation is stronger than the other. I want to, the strength comes from the Lord. So once again, the Lord is controlling everything. First Maccabees 3:19, for the victory of battle standeth not in the multitude of an host, but strength cometh from heaven. So that extra strength that the Israelites have over Esau is because the Lord's dealing with us. You know?
That's right. Right up.
Genesis 25:27. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter and a man of the field. And Jacob was a plain man, dwelling in tents. And Isaac loved Esau because he did eat of his venison, but Rebekah loved Jacob. And Jacob sought pottage, and Esau came from the field, and he was faint. And Esau said to Jacob, feed me, I pray thee, with that same red pottage, for I am faint. Therefore was his name called Edom.
Okay, so this is the scenario. All right. Yeah, that's Esau, that cunning hunter right there. You see that? He's all into that shit.
Fucking loser.
Yeah. But the point is that shows you who he is today. But the thing is, what's going on right here is that
You notice? I've never seen Jacob they hunting no fucking rhinos and no damn lions and shit.
right,
It's always Esau bitch ass out there killing all the animals, man.
he can't eat.
Yeah, I know, right?
So yeah, so what's going on right here is that Esau, he's getting ready to do something that's highly detrimental to his existence, man. He's getting ready to do something really fucked up. He's getting ready to sell his birthright. All right, go ahead.
Fucking
Verse
loser.
31. And Jacob said, sell me this day thy birthright. And Esau said, behold, I am at the point to die. What profit shall this birthright do to me?
Now I'm gonna stop right there. This shows you the nature of Esau. They're carnal, man. They're not spiritual. They don't see the value in spiritual things, man. They're carnal. Right. So he sold his birthright for some food because he was hungry in the moment.
Loser. Complete fucking fuck my seed line. Man, I'm hungry now.
Right.
Loser. Go ahead, bro.
And he don't have faith, no faith in that in Esau.
But in our forefathers,
No faith or patience. That's like no faith or patience. You want. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, what did our forefather do? He wrapped with an angel for a blessing for his seed.
Right.
Till the sun came up.
Two manner of people.
Till the sun came up. With the thigh out of place.
Right.
And till the sun came up in a fucked up condition. I ain't letting you go until you give me a blessing.
And that's us as the Israelites. We in a fucked up condition. Our thighs out of joint, and we fighting for that salvation, man. That inheritance.
Yep.
And Baba Shah, let me get these 3 verses, 30 through 32 in the Good News translation.
You fetched it in the KJV first?
Kind I already finished it on the KJP, so I want to get them on the King James or the Good News. So this is verse 30, Genesis 25. It says, and said to Jacob, I am starving. Give me some of that red stuff. That is why he is named Edom. Jacob answered, I will give it to you if you give me your rights as the firstborn son. Esau said, all right, I'm about to die. What good will my rights do me?
Hungry while waiting.
Right, exactly.
I just want to get into modern day English, just kind of give you an idea of,
The firstborn get everything. You gave that shit up, and this is why you have Esau. Esau's story is a cautionary tale for us. The Most High has promised us everlasting life, our heart's desire forevermore, and you got Jake giving it up, just like Esau did, to get a carnal bag on this side. $500 a month for fucking life coach counseling. Say fucking Sakara University. They out here remixing the doctrine to get a bag, the 501c3. They're in the spirit of Esau because what? They want it now instead of what? Suffering for Yahweh sake to be entered into his glory to receive everything Yahweh receives, man. So that's why Esau needs to be a cautionary tale for us first and foremost to know what? Don't give your birthright away when you know that you got everything that you could ever desire coming. Yeah, it sucks being in this shit. Yeah, we want to ball out of control. Yeah, we want to be the man. We want to be seen. We want everything. And we gonna get it when Yahweh gets his. Patience.
Unlike Esau.
That nigga was tripping. Bro, man, that goddamn home. Go ahead.
Genesis 25:33. And Jacob said, swear to me this day. And he swore to him. And he sold his birthright unto Jacob. Then Jacob gave Esau bread and pottage of lentils.
Here, nigga.
And he did eat and drank and rose up and went his way. Thus Esau despised his birthright.
So don't cry when your shit come crumbling down, Esau. You sold your birthright, man.
And now they mad at us. You did that.
And that's why we see him falling now, man. The Lord had it in his story. He would sell his birthright. He would have, a short amount of satisfaction in the earth. Just like eating that red pot, you got a little satisfaction right then and there, but then it didn't last. Ours is gonna be forever.
And it wasn't his to have in the first place. It was always Yahweh's. The Most High just had the spirit. The story play out this way because once again, the Most High is dramatic. When you look at all these movies and how dramatic and action packed they are, where do you think that spirit comes from for that entertainment? From the Almighty. And the ultimate story that's playing out that you're living in.
Living in the movie.
You know what I'm saying?
We're telling you the movie.
God.
Hey, you get that 735?
Let the bros grab
Oh, it's a lot.
real quick.
I got one.
Where
I got Hebrews 12 and 16. It says, lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. For ye know how that afterward, when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected. For he found no place of repentance, though he sought it carefully with tears.
ain't nowhere around it.
In chapter 27.
Hey.
No.
And what chapter is that? Hebrews 11?
12.
Hebrews 12. But the chapter before is a chapter dealing about what? Faith. And then you go to Hebrews 12, and it shows you that Esau had no faith. You see?
Willing to give it up the way he did.
He sold out.
He had no faith. That chapter before that, the Hebrews 11 is an entire chapter from the first verse to the last verse is an entire chapter about faith. And then we get to chapter 12, the cautionary tale of Esau. Don't be like this nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Coming in that same spirit as Cain.
Exactly, that's what I was going
to say. Sacrifice unto Yahweh Shem Yahushai, not knowing what comes with pleasing Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And actually, he doesn't even know the true meaning of even disappointing Yahweh Shem Yahshai, because hey, if he would know what it means to disappoint Yahweh Shem Yahshai, he would have never gave up his birthright. Because hey, that's a fear. Hey, I know I want to be in Yahweh Shem Yahshai's good graces, but he has no faith, as the brother was saying. That's all.
Right.
But he showed that with Cain. Remember, he brought the wrong sacrifice on purpose because he already knew what was required, but he intentionally brought the wrong sacrifice, showing he didn't care about the dealing because he would have been the priest and all, in that position.
Fine. Yeah, you're supposed to bring your best of your flock, and here he comes with a salad, you know?
And he knew that. He knew that shit. Just like Esau knew.
Fruits.
You know what I'm saying? They were, both of them was raised up under fathers that knew the righteous way. And I'm pretty sure I know damn well they taught them the righteous ways of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, but as in both of his reincarnations, he decided to do what? The complete opposite. And now he's in this position going down, and he's about to come up after us having great wrath because he knows that he had but a short time because of what he did in the past, man.
Playing out now.
Come on, man.
I got some.
Uh,
Because that's a verbal contract between Jacob and Esau. And verbal contracts are still a legal binding contract today in 2024. AI overview, it says, yes, verbal contracts can be legally binding and enforceable in court, but they can be more difficult to prove than written contracts. To win a case based on a verbal contract, a court must determine that there is enough evidence to prove the existence and terms of the agreement. The evidence can include the parties' past dealings. For example, in one case, a court upheld an oral agreement for the sale of property based on evidence that included checks for the property purchase price. And that's what we have in the scriptures. It's like the receipt for the purchase price that the Lord paid for that Holy Land and for his people. And Esau is trying to wipe the line out. He's trying to cover the faces of the judges thereof. He's trying to extinct the people of the land of Jerusalem and replace them with his own. So the Lord's gonna, we're gonna win at the end of the day in court because we have the evidence that shows that we are the true biblical Hebrew Israelites.
Because the thing is, if it's that way in Esau's low-level court system, how much more before the ultimate judge and our mediator on high? Like you said, our lawyer on Yahweh being our lawyer on high, standing before the ultimate judge, which is Yahweh. How much more of that contract is going to be upheld, man? You see? All this was done before the sight of the Lord and the Most High. And we got more than enough witnesses. The angels have been around this thing the entire time, witnessing everything. You see, and now we've been raised up through the Holy Spirit to be those witnesses as well. Like, bro, it's over for you. We got all the evidence.
Mm-hmm. When were they in slavery? When were they oppressed, like it was said of the Israelites in the time that we've seen,
Y'all holding?
That also goes into, it shows you the reincarnation, because when Cain had killed his brother Abel, which was reincarnated back as Jacob and Esau, they were still trying to kill each other in Rebekah's womb, shows you that Yahweh puts that spirit on Esau to be that killer, trying to kill Jacob all the time,
Murderer, because killing means you have righteous killing, and then murder. Thou shalt not suffer a murder. And that's what Esau is. He's a murderer. He'll come in and kill you and take everything, including your life. He'll take your name. He'll take your identity. He'll take your wife, your kids.
And even the name Cain going into weapon,
What's y'all holding over there, call y'all?
Yeah, Obadiah chapter 1, verse 10, because of the violence done to your brother Jacob, shame shall cover you, and you shall be cut off forever. Going back to Esau when he was when he was pissed off because Jacob got his birthright, he did it to himself, and we're going to be trading places soon. because it's going to be our turn.
Exactly. Exactly.
I got Romans 1 and 17. For therein is the righteousness of Yahweh through his son Yahushua revealed from faith to faith, as it is written, the just shall live by faith. So us doing these videos talking about this actual content shows that we are those men of faith ordained to actually have these godly conversations. It says, for the wrath of Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushua is revealed from heaven against all ungodliness and unrighteousness of men who hold the truth in unrighteousness, because that which may be known of power is manifest in them, for Yahweh through his son Yahushua has showed it unto them. So the only reason why we're having these conversations and not other men is because the Lord has showed it unto his saints, unto his prophets. And the wicked, as it says, you know, the wicked of Israel, they're going to know it by pain because it wasn't given to them at this time. They got to die in that lake of fire to know that what we were saying was true.
Somebody got to play the part of the souls burning in the lake of fire. Lord willing, ain't this shit.
Right.
Look, what we get.
Yeah, Genesis 25:19.
This is Genesis 25 and 25 and 19, 27.
27 and 35, my bad.
This is Genesis 27 and 35. It says, no. Genesis 27 and 33. Genesis 27 and 32. And Isaac, his father, said unto him, who art? Genesis 27 and 30. And it came to pass as soon as Isaac had made an end of blessing Jacob, and Jacob was yet scarce gone out of the presence of Isaac his father, that Esau his brother came in from hunting. And he also had made savory meat, when Esau had some flavor he could cook, and brought it unto his father, and said unto his father, let my father arise and eat of his son's venison, that thy soul may bless me. And Isaac is, and that show you how fucking sneaky Esau is, because he knew that he had already sold the first, you know what I'm saying, the birthright of the firstborn to Jacob, and then tried to slither his way up in there and sneak and get the blessing after a fucking devil. That's what these devils do. You know what I'm saying? That's the same characteristics of these devils to this day. Nigga, you knew the birthright wasn't yours no more. You knew you had sold it. You see? But it goes on to say, it says, well,
Bro, just like when Salakia, but just like when Cain and Abel, man, when after he slayed Abel, I'm reading it now, he was the same way, man. When Yahweh said, hey, where's thy brother Abel? He's like, I'm not my brother, am I my brother's keeper? You know, acting like he didn't know what was going on.
Yeah. Fucking devils to this day, bro.
That same subtle, wicked spirit.
Yup. This is Genesis 27 and 32. And Isaac his father said unto him, who art thou? And he said, I am thy son, thy firstborn Esau. And Isaac trembled very exceedingly and said, who? Where is he that hath taken venison and bought it me? And I have eaten of all before thou camest, and have blessed him, yea, and he shall be blessed. And when Esau heard the words of his father, he cried with a great, Genesis 27 and 34. And when Esau heard the words of his father, he cried with a great and exceeding bitter cry, and said unto his father, bless me, even me also, O my father. And he said, thy brother came with subtlety, and have taken away thy blessing. And he said, is not he rightly named Jacob, Yaquab, which means supplanted? You see? For he has supplanted.
If you go up in the chapter, it tells you it was his mother that actually told him, hey, your father's going to bless your brother. Hurry up, because she knew the prophecy.
And that was the spirit. That was the
spirit.
Spirit.
It was the spirit. Because Yahweh put that spirit on her too to favor Jacob, you know?
So Genesis 27, and that's real like of Eve when she in her right mind. Her baby. That's her baby, you know. Genesis 27 and 36, and it says, and he said, is not he rightly named Jacob? For he has supplanted me these 2 times. No, nigga, you sold the birthright the first time. This is what these devils do to this day. They
was
was,
other brethren.
bro, they will do some shit and turn around and act like they the victims, especially the fucking Amalekites, man, the 1948ers. They love to do that shit. They'll love to do some sneaky conniving shit and turn around and act like you did something wrong to them. Oh, just like that Karen that was in the video you sent to the chat the other day. She was fucking with Jake, trying to slap that man Cameron, and she ended up punching him and got her ass knocked out and turned around. You was fucking with me, bitch. That's the spirit of Esau, man. You see? Fucking devils, man. Deceivers.
Accuser of thy brethren.
You see? Ezekiel, Genesis 27-36. And he said, is not he rightly named Jacob? For he has supplanted me these 2 times. He took away my birthright, and behold, now he have taken away my blessing. And he said, hast thou not reserved a blessing for me? And Isaac answered and said unto Esau, behold, I have made him thy Lord, and all his brethren have I given to him for servants. And with corn and wine have I sustained him, great substance. And what shall I do now unto thee, my son? And Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of heaven from above. And this is why Esau had the great resources and abundance that he's had up until this point. Verse 40, and by thy sword shalt thou live. And who's mastered the sword, man? Who is the only nation to drop an atomic bomb? So-called white race. That's one of the many ways you can tell that this man is Esau. And then when you go into his fucking military, this nigga got Apache helicopters where all you got to do is put the helmet on and lower the goggles. Now all the pilot got to do is look around. You see? And can think, and you look at it and you can think the shooter and it will shoot. Who's come up with that type of technology outside of Esau? Let's not forget to mention the ICBM missile. Who came up with that? That's the sword, man. That's the damn devil. That's Esau's blessing. This is how we can identify who Esau is in the earth. It ain't fucking Ishmael. What's up?
He took this land we're in right now by way of the sword.
Every
He
land.
does.
Every land. He's colonized the earth and he's taken everything by way of rape, robbery, and murder. You see? Everywhere that Esau is, that land was stolen by way of the sword, man. By thy sword shall thou live. You can't say that about no other nation. Damn sure you can't say it about Ishmael. Ishmael ain't armed to the teeth like Esau is. You see? Who has the biggest nation, the fucking greatest nation? America. Air Force. America. You see? Well, used to be. Now that shit falling off. But for a long time, America had the superiority when it came to the sword, man. Why? Because that was Esau receiving the fullness of his blessing. You see?
Stated in the beginning.
In the beginning.
Right.
I got a quick one. You said you were hitting on things. All I want to bring out is Obadiah, verse 6. It says, how are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hid things sought up? And as we're going into, first and foremost is by his blessings, man. That's how we search out Esau. That's how we know. Why? Because also prophecy, knowing who's. Hey, we already know everybody. Hey, you got Catholics, Christians. We all agree that the Messiah is coming, right? We see that World War III is catching up. We know the prophecies of that. So guess what? Prophecy says that Esau will be ruling before the great, terrible day of the Yahweh Shem Yahshai. This is how we know who Esau is.
Right.
All you gotta do is
People would be mourning because he's wicked. If it was the righteous that were ruling, everybody would be rejoicing. But
that's how you
because
see it in the earth. Yep. All up and down social media, everybody complaining. You got the veterans complaining. You got that damn big ass Edomite. I can't do this no more, man. Why is that happening? Because the wicked is being ruled. Who's in rulership? America. And then this nigga Joe Biden just told you in the fucking that clown show they had last week that what? America has to protect the world. Why are they saying that? Because when you're the president, you're the leader of the free world, man. They have the world reserve currency. What is that? That's Esau living in the fullness of his blessing. I mean, now they get rid of that dollar because what? It's time for Jacob to rule.
Exactly.
You see?
Exactly.
You people are living in delusion, man. You don't want to accept the truth of it, man. You want to put the blame on Ishmael. Ishmael balling out of control, but not to the extent that Esau is. You see? Esau has been policing the earth for a very long time, and that was him living in the fullness of his blessing, man. No other nation was doing that. You got fucking Esau all over the country all over the world telling countries what they can and can't do.
Right. Bases everywhere.
Every fucking where. You see, from one end of the earth to the other, because it sit upon many waters. Then you know who Babylon is. You got to take these prophecies and line them up and check off all the boxes. Who checks off this box? America, America, America. The sword, Esau, the so-called white race. You see? That's how you do it, man. Because Ishmael don't check off all the boxes of being Esau.
Nah.
You see? But going on, this is Genesis 27.
What's up? Like he says, who was more profane than Esau, right? Ishmael, they still have some kind of order according to the shit that they got from not shit, Salaki, the order that they got from us.
Yep, that they got from from our
keep
forefather
it.
Abraham.
Hey, they're still trying to keep their women in line. Look at Esau.
Esau's like,
Hey, when-
wow.
Who has
Ishmael-
wings?
When did Ishmael claim to touch the moon with his sandals?
Come on, man.
Hey, we don't. Hey, do we see the images of the judges being covered up by Ishmaelites?
Hey, come on, man. The white boy is propagated all throughout the earth. That goddamn cracker, everywhere you go. You ask a motherfucker what Jesus is, hey, you gonna say a white boy, blonde hair, blue eyes.
Guilty.
Guilty. All throughout this book. Who the Israelites are? White people. Why is that? It's because Esau's been ruling for all this time, man. Going all the way back to the time of the Renaissance, when he would come out of when he would come out of this bottomless pit to go out to the four corners of the earth to deceive the world. And he's done that. Why? Because he came into the fullness of his blessing around that time. It's all pointing to Esau, man. And you can't deny it if you're really moving in the spirit of Yahweh Shemi Shai. And if you do deny it, it's because the Most High has blinded you to the fact.
Was that he came, he saw, he
Conquered,
conquered, he
Con.
destroyed?
Like I came, I saw it conquered. That's because what? That nigga was getting his blessing on. You know what I'm saying?
Alexander.
Con. This is so back in I'm gonna finish this out. Genesis 27 and
You had
39.
you finished off 39.
40. Genesis 27 and 40. And by thy sword thou shalt live, and shalt serve thy brother. And that happened up under what? King David. You see? That was the little portion of power that we had over Esau for a small amount of time. You see? It says, and it shall come to pass when thou shalt have the dominion, thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. So he got from under our grasp, under our foot. You see, and he was able to move and maneuver in the earth. You see, and then what came up? The Greek Empire, the Roman Empire. The Roman Empire fell. The Byzantine Empire rose up for 1,000 years. Byzantine Empire fell. Then the what? The regeneration or the revival of the Roman Empire, which we're living in right now, going into those 10 toes part iron part miry clay that we got in Daniel 2. That's what it is right now. And that was for what? For prophecy's sake. Everything that's taking place in human history is all according to prophecy. So it goes on to say, verse 41, and Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. And that spirit has been propagated through the seed line of Edom ever since then. And there's been constant tension between us and them. Like I said, the fucking next Friday, there's been constant tension between us and them since they got in the pen, man. You know what I'm saying? Since the motherfuckers came out of the bottomless pit. You see, when they came to the fullness of their power, it's been what? Constant hell upon the Israelites, man.
Yep.
Not only that time, but going all the way back to when we came out of Egypt. The first nation to put hell on us after our escape from captivity in Egypt through the power of the Lord was the fucking Amalekites, 1948, Esau's grandson. You see? But yeah, man. And that's just that hatred that was bred in that spirit that's been building up all, and guess what? That hatred is about to re-enter into these people here in these last days. Are you niggas out here fucking crying and pleading for Esau to be saved? These devils are about to show you that ancient hatred that they've always had toward us, man. You see? You better wake the fuck up.
Right.
You got it, bro.
So yeah, man, it says that he will slay his brother Jacob. He's gonna do it. He's gonna show you
Hey,
the same spirit here very shortly. But this is leading unto the kingdom, though. That's the point. Though he has that murderous spirit on him, it's not gonna stop prophecy. Hey, well,
yeah, Revelation 12 and 12.
not yet.
All right. All right.
This is Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 5. It reads,
Start at 4. Start at 4.
this is Jeremiah 30 and 4. And these are the words that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai spake concerning Israel and concerning Judah.
Mm.
For thus saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. Ask ye now and see whether a man doeth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it.
And that he is gonna be saved out of Jacob's trouble is the elect of the nation of Israel. And Lord willing, will that number. That's what's written. It's written that Esau is gonna bring out that murderous spirit to try to get his birthright back that he sold thousands of years ago. We're getting ready to witness that. We're in that time period. That's where we at right now. Esau getting ready to unleash that murderous wrath to try to get his birthright back that he can't get back because the Lord's gonna save an elect. You see? And let me see here. See, let me get this real quick. Hey, you guys got anything?
You want me to get one more?
Yeah.
I got one.
Go ahead, Op.
Okay, this is Romans chapter 9, verse 10. It reads, this is the NLT. This son was our ancestor, Isaac. When he married Rebekah, she gave birth to twins. But before they were born, before they had done anything good or bad, she received a message from power. This message showed that power chooses people according to his own purposes. He calls people, but not according to their good or bad works. She was told, your older son will serve the younger son. In the words of the scriptures, I love Jacob, but I rejected Esau. So are we saying then that power was unfair? Of course not. For power said to Moses, I will show mercy to anyone I choose, and I will show compassion to anyone I choose. So it is power who decides to show mercy. We can neither choose it nor work for it. For the scripture said that power told Pharaoh, I have appointed you for the very purpose of displaying my power in you and to spread my fame throughout the earth. So you see, power chooses to show mercy to some, and he chooses to harden the hearts of others. So they refuse to listen.
That's right. He's hardening the heart of these damn devils and made them to think that they're gonna be able to do this, man, but they're not. All right. So go ahead.
You got the Revelation 12 and 12, bro?
I got it.
Go ahead.
Revelation 12 and 12, it says, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil, which is Esau, is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time.
You gotta grab the verse above that, because it shows the other side of the coin. Verse 11.
This is Revelation 11. No, I'm sorry, Revelation 12 and 11. Revelation 12 and 10. Revelation 12 and 9. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him.
God. So yeah, man, that's his system. All right. It's gonna be brought down. It's gonna be cast out of the earth as far as rulership goes. And then ultimately, physically too.
They want to talk like these dumbass Christians tell you, oh, that was Satan, that was Lucifer being cast, man. Nah, man, that's Esau falling from his rulership. Esau's blessing expiring, man, as it was always ordained to be.
Right.
You see, there's this whole system that we see set up, this hegemony, this fucking empire that's been ruling the earth for all these centuries at this point is going down. It's over with. You see, and it's going to be done at the hands of our Lord Yahweh Shah to fulfill what we read in Genesis 25. Showing you the Bible is consistent when you read it with the proper understanding, with the proper spirit, man. So verse 10 says what? And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our power and the power of his Mashiach. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our power day and night. Because Esau put up these systems in place for Jake to go off and just be in a blatant spirit of rebellion towards the Most High. Fucking black culture, thug music, drill music, pimps and whores and drugs addicts. All this madness that you see Jake doing in the earth, they've been given that liberty to do by Esau. And that goes back to the Greeks. They gave them liberty to follow the customs of the heathen, and many of them went and followed their pernicious ways. That's what's happened. That's what's happening now with Jake. I think I missed 2 verses of pernicious way. That was another. But that's what it goes back to. The king Esau gave Jake license to do whatever they want to do. That Christianity, do as I will. You can do whatever you want to do. Just believe in Jesus.
You can go against the Lord, Yahweh.
Don't keep the
believe
laws.
in, you know.
You know what I'm saying?
You can eat anything you want.
And then this devil does that shit and goes back to the Most High, try to go to the Most High through Satan, through the left hand, by left hand means. Look at your people. Look, they being homos, they being lesbians. Look at this bitch out here torturing. This bitch out here getting trained right now. This nigga out here selling drugs. He's a pimp. He's a whatever. Just all the madness that Jake does, Esau's giving them liberty to do that so they can go back and accuse our people for the Most High day and night.
To have us condemned so we can't receive the blessing.
Because what they do, they have images of the Pope. What the Catholic Church is known to do is put these images up of a white Messiah, right? But then they'll go back in their secret doors, and what? And their images of a black Messiah.
Yep. See? And that goes into what? Idol worship, which keeps us. That's the first thing the Most High told us not to do. I'm Yahweh thy power, thou shalt have no other gods before me. I Yahweh thy power am a jealous power. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. And that's what Esau puts in front of Jake. You see, even when you watch that movie on Netflix, they clone Tyrone, when they got to the church scene, who was up on the wall? Big ass Chief's Crest. And who was all up in the congregation? Jake. And that's all throughout the planet Earth, man. And that's been allowed to happen because what? The wicked bear rule. You see? And he goes and look at them. They worshiping Allah. They worshiping Jesus. They don't want to serve you, Yahweh. You see? These ain't your people. These are niggas. These ain't, you know what I'm saying? That's what he does. But this devil's going to be cast down because at the end of the day, the Most High has reserved 7,000 men who have not bowed the knee to the image of Baal, man, the elect of Israel, with the great multitude. You see? And as Isaiah said, if it wasn't for the remnant, we would have been likened unto Sodom and been as Gomorrah, man. You see? But it goes on to say, verse 11, and they overcame him, Revelation 12 and 11, and they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony, and they loved not their lives unto death. And this is what you Israelites need to fucking realize, man. This is going to come down to the wire where some of us are going to have to die for this. And we know that according to Revelation 2 and 10, Revelation 20 and 20 and 4 or 20 and 6. They would be headed for the witness of Yahweh. Some of us are gonna have to go and fulfill those prophecies, man. This is not a fucking game while you out here in this fucking happy-go-lucky sweetness spirit, man. You see? Bragging and boasting about being an Israelite, wearing your fringes all over the place. The time is gonna come where having fringes on is gonna make you a fucking target. You and your family, because that's what Esau's gonna come with, man. You see? While you out here playing around and thinking shit is a game, Jacob's trouble is coming, man. Where these devils are gonna come down, bearing their horns and showing you no pity, being like madmen sparing none. You see, why you niggas out here thinking that this is a fad and a trend? Look, man, it's about to be life and death out here. You see? But
You're witnessing we're living in the time of the end of one kingdom and the startup of another one. And it's gonna come with a lot of bloodshed.
a lot of violence. Revelation 12 and 11. And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony, and they loved not their lives unto death. So you got to be willing to goddamn be ready to be transitioned out of this body. You see, bend to bend the knee to Esau. What's up?
Because this ain't our kingdom.
You saying?
See what I'm saying? We got one coming. That's what we trying to tell y'all, man. We're at the transition point of Esau being taken out of rulership and us being brought into the kingdom of Yahweh Shem Shah. So we don't love our lives enough here to take our RFID microchip and bow the knee to Esau, man.
We just haters though.
Right.
We haters. We just party poopers. Because we don't want Jake to be having no Israelite party. Man, we're gonna have the Israelite party forever in the kingdom of heaven, man.
God damn, we want new bodies.
Shit.
Right, man. This ain't it, man.
Verse 12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. He's gonna come down having great wrath because he knoweth that he had but a short time. This man he's at the last bit of that hourglass of his kingdom. And he sees it crumbling. And you niggas out here playing around and bullshitting like this man ain't gonna come and split your damn dome, man. He's gonna kill a lot of Israelites in the earth, especially in the land of America. And it's not gonna be all fun and games then. You're not gonna be walking around doing no goddamn TikToks in the day of trouble, talking about I'm an Israelite. Of course I open the door for my husband. Of course I call my husband Lord. Of course, hey, you niggas gonna be out here tucking them damn fringes in. You see, taking them damn head wraps off,
Denying the Lord.
denying the Lord, because you didn't take it serious, man. This is deadly fucking serious. You niggas, hey, a lot of you Israelites are about to be in for a fucking reality check, man. It's all good, man.
Acts 14 and 41.
Start 92.
22. God, Spirit. Acts 14, verse 22. And it reads, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of the Most High Power.
And that's how we're going to get that blessing, man, the kingdom. That's how we're going to enter into that rest. Getting through this time when it's Jacob's trouble, when Esau kindles that ancient hatred that we read of in Genesis here very shortly, man. It's not a game. It's not a joke like the Ox said, man. It's going to get real crazy out here, man. But it leads to the kingdom. We're in that transition period. You ever seen it on the map? You are here. That's where we at in prophecy. We are right here. All right? He's going to lose his goddamn mind.
That nigga be killing men, women, and children. They tell you that in Ezekiel chapter 9. The Most High gonna put death angel spirits on Esau and a lot of these fucking heathen. And body's gonna be out here hitting the fucking floor. All right, man, listen. Well, y'all think that this shit is sweet. Y'all about to find out, man.
I got one real quick. This is 2 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 11. It is a faithful saying, for if we be dead with him, we shall also live with him. If we suffer, we shall also reign with him. If we deny him, he will also deny us. So there you go. It's talking about Yahweh Shai, man. All right? We got to suffer during this time to reign in the new kingdom that's coming. You got to have that vision. We suffering, but we know what it's going to lead to. Esau, his ass is out of here. His blessing is expired. We seeing that. All right?
You got to know who you suffering for. Y'all niggas out talking about Most High and Christ blessed, boy. Listen. Talking about some goddamn Yah, a higher, a shite, man. Listen.
You just can't be suffering for anything either, man. You got to be suffering for righteousness.
Listen, man.
For the gospel of Yahweh Shem Shai, man. The true gospel.
And that's why it says, if you deny him, he gonna deny you.
Man, listen. Man, listen. You call him, you'll play yoga in that day. Man, and all you motherfuckers who've been playing games, you know the Lord the names of the Most High Yahweh and his son Yahweh Shai. You know those are names. You see? But you just want to rebel against the men of GMS, you see, as if you mocking us. Hey, the Most High gonna deal with that shit, man. Because you really thinking this shit is cute, following these false leaders out here, man. You gonna find out.
Give you Matthew 28.
Which one, brother?
Go ahead now.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 18. It says, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light, as if a man did flee from a lion, and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him. Shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light, even very dark and no brightness in it?
Mm.
Yep, that's what the Christian church don't tell you.
Mm.
That's what these false Israelite groups don't tell
I was
you.
about to say that shit. Yep.
You see what I'm saying? This is the turbulent period that we got to go through to get to the kingdom, man. Before Yahushua returns, man, and we got to go through this. Before we see him coming in the clouds of heaven, we got to have faith that he's coming, man.
Hey, the most I gonna break your ass up out of that state of delusion that a lot of you Israelites are in. Thinking that this shit is all sweet, thinking America's the paradise, promised land. When this shit go down, it's gonna be like glass shattering. And that I know, right? And that false reality you've been living in is gonna be broken the fuck up, and you're gonna have to face reality in that day. And a lot of you are not prepared for that because what? You followed the wrong leaders, man. You followed false teachers, and you're gonna have to deal with that. You got it. Oh, it's on me?
Yeah. Matthew 28, verse 19.
Oh shit, Matthew, God. Matthew 28 and 19.
God.
Matthew 28 and 19, it says, go ye therefore and teach all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit, teaching them to observe all things. You said 18 and 19.
19 through 20.
Matthew 28 and 20, it says, teaching them to observe all things whatsoever I have commanded you, and lo, I am with you always, even unto the end of the world or age.
Yeah, so we go to that end of the world, that term right there, world, is talking about the end of an age. And the Lord said he's gonna be with us until the end of the age, the end of Esau's rulership, man.
He with us right now in the midst of 2 or 3 spirits. They say what 2 or 3 gathered in my name, I'm in the midst of them, man.
Right.
You see? Gathered in his name. Not no goddamn Chivas crust, man.
Oh, it's in the English.
Cool, boy.
Um,
Y'all don't speak Hebrew. Oh, well, if you don't believe it, hey, so be it.
to the elect shall praise his holy name.
That's right.
Hey, you brothers got anything? We'll get ready to do it.
Ephesians 5 and verse 16. Redeeming the time because the days are evil. And that word redeeming, I'm going to get the definition of it.
Yeah.
It's in the blue letter.
1805. Exargarazo.
It says a metaphor of Hamashiach freeing the elect from the dominion of the Mosaic law at the price of his victorious death. So that's what we're glorifying, is that our salvation is going to come through Yahushua and what he done for us. And Esau, he can't do nothing against that. You know what I'm saying?
And not the perfection of the law, like some of these camps are telling you. We're not gonna be saved because we keep the laws perfect. We're gonna be saved because we are perfect in faith through our Lord, unto our Lord Yahushua, man. You see, that's what's gonna get us saved, Lord willing. We continue to endure, not keeping the 613 commandments, because that's impossible for any Israelite to do anywhere in the world, man. You see.
It says to make wise and sacred use of every opportunity for doing good, so that zeal and well-doing are as it were the purchase money by which we make the time our own. You know, so instead of, like they say in the joint, do the time, don't let the time do you. Well, we got a lot of time on our hands. That's why we have patience. And what we're supposed to do is look for the opportunity, being circumspect, to put out these prophecies, you know, through the videos.
I got Matthew chapter 5, NLT, verse 10. Power blesses those who are persecuted for doing right, for the kingdom of heaven is theirs.
Man.
Power blesses. Go ahead.
Hey, straight to the point, man. We're gonna be persecuted. That's that tribulation that we gotta go through to get to the kingdom. And the elect are gonna remain faithful. It's already written. The victory's already written through Yahushua, man.
Power blesses you when people mock you and persecute you and lie about you and say all sorts of evil things against you because you are my followers. So be happy about it. Be very glad, for a great reward awaits you in heaven. And remember that the ancient prophets were persecuted in the same way.
13:10. Nah. Yeah.
That's a spirit.
Right.
Yes. Yep.
You got something, Shabbat?
That was it.
God, I just got, going in and more on Esau and how he's the father of lies through the spirit while you guys were, going through the precepts. I just pulled up on the blue letter Esau, and let me just read what the definition says on the outline of biblical usage. It says, the eldest son of Isaac and Rebekah and twin brother of Jacob sold the birthright for food when he was hungry, and the divine blessing went to Jacob, progenitor of the Arab peoples. So that's what he's got on the definition for Esau.
And that's what they push.
Full of lies, man.
Yep.
That's it.
So this is last week, right?
No,
This is Revelation 13 and 9. It says, if any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
there you go. As it is written, man. He that leadeth into captivity, he shall go into captivity, as the Lord says, man. There's no way around it. He led us into captivity. He's going to go into captivity. And we're in the beginning stages of his captivity. All right? He's going down, being taken out of power to be slaves to the Israelites, man. Underneath Yahweh and Yahushua and the Israelites. All right. Go ahead.
I'm going to start at verse 9 because we can use this for Esau as well. This is Revelation 3 and 9. It says, behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee, because thou hast kept the word of my patience. I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world, to try them that dwell upon the earth. Behold, I come quick, hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown.
There you go, man. Make sure nobody takes your crown. The crown is already laid up for you, man. You Israelites that finish your course, man, and keep the faith and don't bow the knee.
Break that 10 down.
You see? Huh?
Break 3 and 10 down.
Go ahead. You can get it in front of you.
So, hey, man, this hour of temptation, man, it's going to come quick, man. We already know that Esau Edom has been planning this up, And at the end of the day, it's just the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Those that are going to bow down and follow after the ways of Esau, bow down and, try to take that MOTB. Those that fear Esau, that fear man, and not Yahweh Shem Yahushai are going to fall to that temptation, man.
Those that want to preserve their life here in this crumbling society.
What is it? What is the hour of temptation?
Yeah, the hour of temptation is when they force the mark of the beast on the population, which is the RFID microchip. All right, tells you that in Revelation 13, verse 16 on down through 18, man. You won't be able to buy or sell without it. That's the hour of temptation. Let's see here. We're gonna get ready to wrap it up. The point has been made. Esau's going down, man, and we're coming up. All right, as the Israelites. If you have a shot, go ahead, Al.
This is from the Antiquities of the Jews by Josephus Flavius Josephus, and he's talking about Moses. I believe it's in the second book, but it says dealing with what Moses was doing with the Israelites. It says, now he was of an agreeable presence and very able to persuade the people by his speeches. Accordingly, he began to mitigate their anger and exhorted them not to be over mindful of their present adversities, lest they should thereby suffer the benefits that had formerly been bestowed on them to slip out of their memory, which that's what we're doing right now. We're telling the Israelites, don't let nothing take your crown, Don't forget what Yahweh Hashem Yahushai and what he done for us. It says, and he desired them by no means on account of their present uneasiness to cast those great and wonderful favors and gifts which they have obtained of power out of their minds, but to expect deliverance out of those present troubles which they could not free themselves from. So that's what we're also doing to the Spirit. We're telling the Israelites that believe, you know, we can't stop the trouble, but we could expect to be delivered from the trouble.
Right. That's what I see it, didn't it?
Yeah, so this is a definition from the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary pertaining to Esau, and it goes right in line with what Scripture says, man. And this was put together by Amalekian scholars, man. You see,
Big nose.
the big nose, small hat wearing people. You see, so we did make this definition of those people that you worship. You see, as the Most High's people are the one that put this into the Bible dictionary, man. And it says what? Edom figures prominently in prophetic scriptures as the scene of great future judgments. She is the only neighbor of the Israelites who was not given any promise of mercy from the Most High. You see that? And they put that together by doing what? Going all throughout the scriptures and going into all the scriptures pertaining to Esau, and there is no mercy promised to this man or this man's nation, the entire family tree of Esau, nowhere in the scriptures. It all leads to one thing, man. Esau going down, going into captivity, and after 1,000 years, the so-called white race, you see so-called, are going to be eradicated from the planet Earth according to the Most High's will.
Obadiah 1:18.
That's it.
You know, I got this. We're gonna close with this right here. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 9, and verse 5. It says, "For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest, even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonder and powerful works, and endings in effects and signs." Check this out. "And every one that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith, whereby ye have believed, shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders. For I have sanctified them for me from the beginning." And there you go, man. As it is written. And Lord willing, world that elect that escape these said perils to enter into the kingdom, man, to be placed in our own land that Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai has appointed for us to inhabit, man.
Right.
So that's it. That's the lesson. And Lord willing, this was edifying to the elect out there, wherever you might be. We ended by giving all praise, all honor, all glory unto
Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rakah, Radash.
double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who teach and who rule well. Call it this truth through the power and spirit of Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai. And Kwame Yasharala and abide with Baal.
Ball.
Baba Ball.